Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, hi. My name is Kuva. I'll be asking you a philosophy questions. So please tell yourself, who are you?
My name is Muhammad Rami, and I'm currently taking Bachelor in Computer Science at MSc.
All right, thank you. So right now I'm going to ask you a question. First one is navigating digital life and campus stress. So have you ever noticed that people act entirely differently on university confession pages or anonymous group compared to how they act in physical lectures? And why do you think that online chill change their behavior so drastically?
And for me, yeah, actually, I do notice some people are entirely different. They post wild stories on these university convention pages, and one of the reasons that I feel they feel more, what do you call it, more freedom to whenever they're on the convention page is that because you don't really see them. Some of them they post anonymously, so like you don't know their names, so like they can just post whatever. That's what I feel.
Whatever they feel to post.
Yes.
So balancing a heavy academic workload, such as juggling 8 subjects in a single semester, already requires a massive cognitive bandwidth. How much does a toxic online environment or drama on social media impact your actual ability to focus and retain information?
For me personally, it does not actually affect me that much. I don't really follow like stuff like campus drama or anything that much. But maybe like if the drama was about me, then I would probably be quite affected by it. Like if someone, spread some rumors about me and the people started to think I did like a bad thing, that yeah, that might actually affect my what do you call this, my cognitive ability.
Like
So
last semester we had 8 subjects and all that will be
yeah,
difficult for you.
yeah, very.
Okay, so recent local university surveys indicate that many students believe that online harassment stems from jealousy, revenge, or desire for attention in New Delhi campus interactions. Why do you see as the primary trigger for digital toxicity among peers?
Digital toxicity. Okay. Like now, me personally, I think for me that I have seen, some people are toxic because of it just because usually sometimes it's petty things like they people like usually for example like an artist, maybe they like this artist and then someone else does not like this artist. Maybe they say like this artist had like some kind of like a drama or something, and then they hate them because of that. And then like then they become like toxic with each other and they start arguing. So for me, yeah, it's like those kind of small things. I don't see anything about jealousy yet so far.
Alright. Okay. Next question. Thank you. Let's go into the second one. Ethics, empathy, and rukun negara. So the national principle of courtesy and morality is something we are all taught on early on. Do you feel this principle is particularly applied in our digital spaces, or is it mostly ignored once students log into their accounts?
Principle of courtesy and morality. I think for the most part, uh, some of the netizens, that are on the internet, they're not very moral. For me personally, they like to just post whatever. So yeah, I think this principle is not exactly. I see only some people, maybe a small percentage of people are mindful. I don't think so.
Okay. Do you think it's common for students to be highly intelligent, emotional intelligence need to be treat others well online?
So you
Do you think it is common for students to be highly intelligent or emotional intelligence needed to be treat others online? Complete lack the emotional intelligence needed to be treat others well online?
this is quite complex question.
Yeah.
But highly intelligent academic,
Academic, yeah.
but they lack emotional intelligence. Yeah, I think some have seen some maybe one friend who's like this. He's like always acing his subjects and so on, but when it comes to emotional intelligence, it's like not very. It's very it's not to say emotionless, but whenever like there's a event happening or something, it's like there's no reaction. That's for me like what emotional intelligence
Often.
is.
Emotional means it's like emotionally intelligent means emotionally affected. For
Yeah.
example, like academic, if they cannot focus, like they emotionally they have like depression and everything. So emotionally intelligent means they are affected by it. That's what I meant.
Oh, noise.
So do you think in your places yes, in your case yes?
Yeah, yes.
Yes lah.
Yes, yes.
So for you, emotional intelligence matters or the actual highly academic intelligence better for you? Which one is more important for you?
Let's say a balance.
So you want to have a balance between both.
Yeah,
Okay.
balance.
Okay. All right. Next, we would like to go to when digital harassment spills over and affects a student's mental health or even stress within their family household. How does it damage the overall trajectory and of the campus community?
So basically this is like how mental health
Yeah.
causes stress or affect the family and also how it affects the campus. Okay.
Nah, Chaf.
So-
Good job.
I think it will damage the student
Student reputation.
repetition and also like how will probably how can I say this? It might maybe affect the campus or the university reputation or something because like they have students that depressed.
Yeah. Example. Correct, betul. So designing a better tech and student-led solution as the generation currently led by building a software and develop AI application, do you think tech developers have more responsibility to design anti-harassment features directly into their code?
Yes. Maybe it depends on what type of anti-harassment. What type of anti-harassment?
The sexual harassment, cyberbullying and
so
all.
you mean like okay, so like say they were being cyberbullied, they have like a way to report or something.
Yeah. So do you think they have more responsibility to design?
So yeah.
Developer?
Yeah. I think because even now I see Roblox.
Okay, Roblox.
You can report people there if
Oh.
you cyberbullied. Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
already have similar systems in place. So yeah, I think that's great.
Okay. If the university implement a secure anonymous campus app to report online, what specific features would it need to earn your trust?
Specific features. Okay.
Huh.
Because basically what would be to submit a report like on what type of harassment was that.
Yeah.
And like like you can write a report like the type of harassment, the type stuff like that. And then you can submit. And but maybe they'll be anonymous.
Okay. If you witness a classmate being excluded or humiliated in a digital study group, what is your most realistic way you would intervene to or support them without making yourself a target?
For
If you
me,
see somebody get bullied or something like that in the study group.
I think I would try to personally because I have not personally experienced this, but yeah, I'll try to like talk with the people bullying them. Yeah, try to
And
talk
help
with
them.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
And also the person being bullied. Yeah,
Alright. Thank you, Alif.
okay. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Stop. Go. Okay. Hi, Sir Zali. My name is Kuva. I'll be doing an interview for philosophy topic. So this is my participant.
Good morning, I'm Mong Sefei. I'm from Bachelor of Graphic Design in MSU from FISE.
Okay. So, hi, Wong. First, I want to ask you that. First one is navigating life, digital life, and campus stress. So, first one is, have you ever noticed that people act entirely differently on university confession pages or anonymous groups compared to how they act in physical lectures? And why do you think that online shit changes their behavior so drastically?
Okay, when it comes to them having different ways of behaving, whether they are physical or online, yes, they will have. I think that is because when they are in online space, they have the privacy, meaning they have the space and the ability to be themselves without fear of consequence. Whereas if you do in real life, you have to worry about getting harassed, you're getting attacked by other people just for having certain opinions.
Next is balancing a heavy academic workload, like such as juggling 7 subjects or 8 subjects in a single semester, already requires a massive cognitive bandwidth. How much does a toxic online environment or drama social impact your actual ability to focus and retain your information?
Okay, while this one may vary individual to individual, if you already have 7 to 8 subjects and then you add on like all this toxic drama stuff, then yes, it can actually affect them mentally quite badly as well. So it depends because at best you may need therapy at best, or maybe they need help from their friends, right? At worst, it could get really bad. The thing I can't say lah.
Okay. Next. Okay, recent local university surveys indicate that many students believe online harassment stems from jealousy, revenge, or a desire for attention. In your daily campus interaction, what do you see as the primary trigger for digital toxicity among peers?
Let's see. Usually, when we talk about events like this, right, from what the other person sees, right, the reason why they go and commit this, to them, they think it's injustice. I think that's the main reason that causes them to go seek it out in their own way. Think of it like vigilante justice. It's not the way the law works, but in a social setting where there's no one to help you, then yeah, people will take things in their own hands. Not that it is a good thing, just saying for the record.
Okay. Next, we move on to the ethics, empathy, and rukun negara. So the national principle of courtesy and morality is something we all taught early on. Do you feel this principle is particularly applied in our digital spaces, or is it mostly ignored once students log into their accounts?
Sorry, could you repeat? Apply in what context?
Applied in our digital spaces, or is it mostly ignored once students log into their accounts?
Okay, I think usually most people would ignore it, mainly because when we were taught this thing growing up, it's not properly taught. So it's just given there like a statement just to ingatkan je. But most people won't take it seriously. So that affects how you behave both in real life and online.
Okay. Next, do you think it's common for students to be highly intelligent academically, perhaps easily acing complex subjects, but completely lack the emotional intelligence needed to treat others well online?
Okay, in that case, yes, absolutely. Because academic and your social, emotional intelligence is two different things altogether. Academic is just your objectives, you're using your brain for basic functions. Whereas emotional one is more complex, there's more depth, you need to have context. And if you don't have those, you get a lot of those viral drama stories online. I think you know that recently from like, for example, the one recently with the dog, right? That one with the dog and the owner. Like we can see people, we can say they don't have much emotional intelligence in the sense that they just want to hear the story that benefits their ideology or what benefits their side of the story. They don't want to hear both sides and then make a choice, even though that's the right thing to do. So that shows the difference between somebody who is academically smart and then the people who are emotionally intelligent. Because emotionally intelligent people, they are more mature. They know how to control their emotion, not the emotion control them.
Nice. Okay, Wong. Okay. So when digital harassment spills over and affects a student's mental health, even causes stress within their family household, how does that damage the overall sejahtera, harmony and peace of the campus community?
Okay. On a personal level, I would say it can be managed, but in the event it impacts society is when the thing has become so bad, it actually spills outward. Like for example, you mentioned about harassment, right?
Yeah.
So if harassment on individual level is just targeting that person, right? But harassment, if let's say it spills on the campus side, it could be like the harasser, like the one that caused the problem, go and share the news to all the social people on campus. So that will cause everyone's perception of the one being harassed to different point of view. Then maybe it will treat the harassed person badly also. So it depends on what the harasser does. So that as an impact, yeah, it can happen quite badly.
Okay.
What was the main point you wanted me to clarify on?
Family household, mental health, even causes stress within their family household.
Oh, if within the family household, okay. Within the family household, I will add on after the thing about on campus. So if let's say you know that you're being pressured on campus, the family side will also get pressure because if let's say their information gets doxed online, then people can start harassing the family outright. That makes everyone's situation worse for that. That one is a very common case. Bad cases one, like really bad ones, you might get involved with the police or maybe go to court. Those are the bad options.
Alright. Next we're going to designing a better AI and student-led solutions. As the generation that is currently learning to build software and develop AI application, do you think tech developers have more responsibility to design and anti-harassment features directly into their code?
Sorry, could you repeat like the last half of the sentence?
The, do you think tech developers have moral responsibility to design anti-harassment features into their code?
Yeah, correct. I believe so. Because when you build something like an AI that is going to be used by many people, you need to consider, will it affect them in some way? Think of it like a pharmacy, right? Pharmaceuticals, medical world. If you're going to make a drug, for example, like you want to make a drug that helps people, right? Like let's say the opioid drugs, marijuana, all those, right? You need to consider its effect on other people, who should use it, who shouldn't. The same goes for AI. If AI can affect people negatively and positively, you need to consider the bar on what to use it for and what not to. And because you are the developer, the right and the duty of that care falls on you because you are the maker. You cannot expect the think of it like a gun, right? Like a gun. You can make the gun, right? The police will use the gun. Whether they actually use it or not, that one is out of your hand because that's the police, right? Whereas with AI, you can choose because you can still decide whether the AI will respond or not. So in this case, yes, the developer has that duty, and if applicable, should be punished by law if needed.
Okay, thank you all. Next we go with if the university implemented a secure anonymous campus app to report online harassment using digital evidence, would you and your peers actually use it? What specific features would need to earn your trust?
Sorry, could you repeat like the whole thing?
If the university implemented a secure anonymous campus app to report online harassment using digital evidence,
Alright.
would you and your peers actually use it? What special features would you need to earn your trust?
Okay, in this case, yes. I think most people would use it if they see the act because I think for most people, when they do see something happen, most people's first instinct is they grab the phone, right? They don't, very rare you see those gentlemen, they go and help people lah. Those are very rare. Most people will film. So let's say there'll be someone who does film and then they put on the app. So if we want people to trust them or like to use it, I think you must also consider that they also want to be anonymous or private. Meaning they also have the right to not disclose their identity. Because if they, as the reporter, get exposed, they could get attacked by the bully or the harasser in the first place. So I think people would use it, but you need to have the safety of privacy and make sure our data doesn't get leaked. Because we see with all these AI companies, everything, if the data gets leaked, trust immediately drops. Basically dead on arrival.
Alright, nice. Okay, next. If you witness a classmate being excluded or humiliated in the digital study group, like a WhatsApp group or whatsoever, what is the most realistic way you would intervene or support them without making yourself a target?
In this one, right, because of how general your situation is, if let's say it is just a one-on-one or 2-3-1 people, right, that one you can consider taking sides or you support them like behind the scenes lah. Maybe you have evidence or you personally back up testimony, whatever. But if it's, let's say, a whole group thing, then you may need to consider further action or maybe report with lecturers or whatever. Because on a personal level, you can't really intervene too much lah. Like as one man, you can't fight 7-8 people in one group, like especially the larger groups. But in small groups, yeah, you can take side, you can put your opinion, or maybe you exert your authority, like if you are group leader. But if the leader is the one harassing you, you may have to try and go for another group, or you have to tell your lecturer and see what to do lah.
Alright. So thank you, Wong, for presenting, and have a nice day. And thank you, sir.
Alright. Likewise.
Hi, Sir Azali. Today I'll be interviewing my name is Kuva studying computer science. I'll be interviewing this participant. Tell your name, what's your name, and what course you're doing.
Hello, my name is Ezra Iskandar bin Ediruan. I'm taking course BECS, which is Bachelor in Computer Science.
Okay. So, have you ever noticed that people act entirely differently on university confession pages or anonymous group compared on how they act in physical lectures? And why do you think that online shield changes their behavior so drastically?
Can you shorten the question you're asking right now?
Okay, how you noticed that people act differently on university confession, or many groups that you act in physical lectures?
You see confession.
Yeah,
What does it mean?
differently using confession pages or many groups compared on how they act in physical lectures.
You mean how they act here and how they act
In physical
different
lectures.
place? Okay, yeah, I notice. Let's say like if you look around here, everybody pretending or wearing a mask of different persona, but they are different in terms of at their home place, at their safe place, something like that.
Okay. While balancing a heavy workload, the having 8 subjects in a single semester, which requires a cognitive bandwidth, how much of toxic environment or drama on social media impact your actual ability to focus and retain your information?
For me, I don't really focusing on dramas or other things that aren't related to me. So let's say there's a drama about you, the interviewer asking me questions right now. So maybe I a bit more interested, but not really putting my 100% focus on it. But if the drama or any issues related to me, then yeah, I put like 90% focus, something like that.
Okay. Recent local university surveys that indicate many students believe online harassment stems from jealousy, revenge, or desire for attention. In your daily campus interaction, what do you see as the trigger for digital toxicity among peers?
The triggers for online harassment.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you mean?
I mean, jealousy or revenge or desire for attention.
For online harassment?
Anything like that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Revenge.
For me, thank God I did not notice or experience any of it.
Oh, okay. Next, national principle, courtesy and morality, something we have all taught early on. Do you think this national principle is particularly applied in our regional spaces, or is it mostly ignored by students?
Can you repeat the questions again?
You know, there's a national principle of courtesy and morality in our Rukun Negara.
Okay.
Do you think we have particularly practicing it right now, or we are ignoring it right now, most students?
In my opinion, the Rukun Negara one, sometimes there's a student who purposely ignore the thing, and sometimes there are other also who follow. But in I think not everyone will follow 100% of all of them, because as you know in here, there's many people who are racist, sexist, misogynist, misandrist, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it depends on who you interacting with.
Okay. Do you think it's common for students to be highly intelligent, perhaps acing their complex subjects, but completely lack the emotional intelligence to treat others well online?
You mean it is common? Common for what?
Do you think it's common for students who highly educated to
Ah.
ace their subjects, but being less emotional?
So you mean being intelligent but less human?
Emotional, yeah.
Human.
Less emotional
I
to
see.
others well, or treat others well
I
online.
think in my opinion it should not be common, because intelligent doesn't mean you can treat people like shit. You are also is one of them before. You are not that smart. So the way you have no right to treat others bad, and don't expect others to treat you the same way. Yeah.
Okay. Next, when digital harassment spills over and affects a student's mental health, or even causes stress within their family household, how does the damage the overall sejahtera or harmony and peace, means harmony and peace, of the campus community?
Why your questions are so long?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Can you short the questions for me?
How does digital harassment affect a student's mental health, or even causes stress with their family household?
How the digital harassment? Okay. It's actually like this. Let's say you got harassed online, and you don't have someone you want to talk to. You can just say to your parents who are ignorant towards the digital age. You cannot say to teachers, lecturers, right? So you feel like you are alone. You have nowhere, no one to come to talk about this topic. So it will impact the students' mental issue, like they're having anxiety, depression, and worst case scenario, they're probably doing something like suicide. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So now we're going to the next one, designing better tech and solutions. As a nation, they're currently learning to build software and develop AI application. Do you think tech developers have a moral responsibility to design anti-harassment features directly into their code?
They should, because there's a ethics code for that. If you view on IEE code or SEC, I think it's on IEE where they're focusing on people experience. So they should add a button or a software program where it can report those harassment.
Okay. If the university implemented a secure anonymous campus app to report online harassment using digital evidence, would you and your peers actually use it? What special features would you need it to earn your trust?
If the said application is available, I actually need to see if it actually work or not. And for the purposing, for the question that you said to give the suggestion, I think maybe add a little bit of human interaction in it. For example, if the AI flag the communication between peers as toxic, there need to be some human moderation to view if it is actually toxic or not.
Okay. Next, if you witness a classmate being excluded or humiliated in the digital group, in our study group, whatever, what is the most realistic way you intervene or support them without making yourself a target?
I'll try to converse with them and see why are they being excluded. I think that's all.
Alright, thank you Ezra, and thank you Sir Azali, and have a nice day. Okay, stop. Okay. Hi Sir Azali, this participant was speaking a mix of English and Bahasa Melayu since he's not fully English. So this will be a mixed conversation. Later I'll translate for you, don't worry. Okay, so hi Sir Azali, my name is Kolesen, and this is the participant I'm interviewing right now. Tell your name please to the sir.
Hello, my name is Haziq.
Haziq.
Yes.
So hi Haziq, I would like to ask you the first question. Have you ever noticed that people act entirely differently on university confessions pages or anonymous groups compared on how they act in physical lectures?
Boleh.
Boleh. Okay. You tahu tak macam mana orang tu university student dia banyak anonymous groups. Dia act lain dengan physical dengan online. Dia different ke tak macam tu?
I see. For me, if for the online, macam-macam benda boleh berlaku, like social media, boleh dia buat macam macam ni, dia macam boleh buat merosakkan benda tu daripada ada yang fake, ada yang tipu. Kalau fizikal, kita boleh nampak benda tu depan.
So dia tak betul-betul lah depan orang.
Yes, dia betul-betul kat depan orang.
Okay. So balancing and having academic workload, so you're juggling each subject in a single semester already requires quantitative. Okay. Okay. Balancing having academic workload such as juggling each subjects in a single online environment or drama or social media impact your actual ability to focus and retain information.
For me, for the drama
Drama.
Okay, for the drama, I think
will it affect your focus?
Maybe like for the I forget his name.
Yeah, the fighting.
Yeah, the fighting, and then is bunuh diri. Yes, bunuh diri. And then sometimes I saw the drama so many emotion.
So it affects your studies lah.
Yes.
Alright.
That's it.
Okay, current recent surveys that shows that many students have been online harassment, jealousy, and revenge and desire for attention. In your daily campus interactions, do you trigger digital toxicity among peers?
Human trigger I think for me it's okay, but for the trigger one, for me 20% lah. It's
20%
okay lah.
maybe be highly
Yeah,
toxic
it's
lah.
okay lah. Not toxic.
Okay.
Let's go.
You tahu rukun negara, principle of courtesy and morality is something that we all taught early on. Do you feel this principle is practically applied in our digital spaces?
Yes, for me yes. That is a good answer. Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's common for students to be highly intelligent, academically perhaps easily acing complex subjects, but lack emotional intelligence to treat others well?
For me, for intelligent kena ada, and then kalau tak ada nanti susah nak buat benda. That's it.
Emotional, tak
For the emotional is
kena balance lah.
yes, kena balance. Betul. And then kena hati-hati, kena jaga dia punya emotion tu. Okay. Sampai bila-bila.
Alright.
Okay.
When digital harassment spills over and affects student mental health, even constructs within their family household, how does that damage the overall sejahtera of the campus community?
For me, sejahtera, I never know, but I try, but sejahtera is give me the hurt and then bagi kebahagiaan pada negara.
Alright.
Like that lah.
So because sejahtera, you are still giving it lah.
Yes.
Okay. As this generation is currently learning to build software and developing AI applications, do you think tech developers have moral responsibility to design anti-harassment features into their code?
Malay?
Okay. Orang yang buat aplikasi untuk harassment tu, dia kena ada moral responsibility. So untuk design dia punya harassment features tu dalam kod dia.
Okay. For the moral, pastikan dia dalam tu, pastikan dia punya moral dalam nak buat apps, contohnya apps, kena betul-betul buat. Pastikan jangan benda tu macam tiba-tiba dia racist lah, macam tu lah, macam ni. For my example lah. And then it apart from sejahtera.
Okay.
Dia ada moral.
If you university ada secure yang sangat secure, ada any anonymous campus app to report online harassment using digital evidence, and would you and your peers actually use it, or what specific features would you need to earn your trust?
What the answer?
Okay, saya nak tanya security apps yang ada untuk buat report dalam online harassment tu dengan online digital evidence, you dengan rakan-rakan you akan pakai ke tak? So dia akan kasih you trust ke tak untuk pakai yang tu?
For me, for my friend, mungkin setengah orang mungkin pakai, mungkin setengah orang mungkin pakai, because I saw someone for my perspective view, some of them don't like, some of them like.
Okay. So dia ada trust, you have that trust, no? Ada trust ke tak yang tu?
Yes, I have.
Do they have trust?
Sorry?
Do they have trust also? Do you think do they have trust?
For me, 90% trust.
Adalah.
Yes,
Okay.
ada. Let's go.
What if you witness, you ada tengok orang yang ada humiliated in study group, in realistic way, you akan intervene or support them without making yourself a target?
For me, I don't know that answer, but
If you tengok ada classmate kena bully ke apa-apa, excluded ke, humiliated ke,
for me, For my experience, not see, but my friend have see that experience. And
So,
then
example, if you see somebody got
For-
harassed, what you do?
for example, like you know the jump from the sky, mati.
Yang tu orang tu
Yes. And
what do you
then
do?
for the
Kita pergi dalam untuk tolong dia tak?
so dia dah jatuh, nak buat macam mana? Tak boleh tolong lah.
So you tak tolong
Yes.
Okay.
Cannot help. Cannot
Alright.
help.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Tutup. Hi, sir. Zali. Today I'll be doing participant. I'm from computer science. So I'm doing subject for philosophy. And this is a participant. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Okay, hello. My name is Muhammad Zaid bin Faris Azim. I am currently studying Bachelor in Computer Forensic.
Okay. So hi, Sir Zayed. Hello, Zayed.
Hi.
Have you ever noticed that people act entirely differently on university confession pages or anonymous group compared to how they act in physical lectures? And why do you think their online show changes their behavior or so drastically?
That's a very good question. Yes, I have noticed. I have noticed that very much, especially in MSU. I think why people change their behavior in between these two places is because they are scared that people will judge them. Right? Same as you, right? People will be, maybe you hide your true self because you're scared other people will judge you. So I think that's why.
Okay. Okay, balancing heavy heavy academic workload such as juggling 6 subjects or 8 subjects in a single semester already requires a massive cognitive bandwidth. How much does a toxic online environment or drama on social media impact your actual ability to focus and retain your information?
I see. Toxic online environment, is it? I think yeah, it does. For me personally, it does affect my ability to study properly because when there's a toxic social environment, obviously, it will affect it will affect our mind. Obviously, it will make us feel not as good as we were. So it will impact how effective we can study on our studies.
Okay. Recent local university surveys indicate that many students believe online harassment stems from jealousy, revenge, or a desire for attention. In your daily campus interaction, what do you see as the primary trigger for initial toxicity among peers?
Oh, I think for me, what I think is the main trigger is that obviously in university we have our own results and everything, right? And students obviously they will tend to compare our results with their friends, right? So I think that's that causes jealousy and envy, like you said. I think that's the main trigger.
The national principle of courtesy and morality is something we all taught early on. Do you feel this principle is particularly applied in our digital spaces or is mostly ignored once we log into their accounts?
Oh, honestly, I think it's mostly ignored because I think that once we log into our accounts, we really just immediately forget about it, right? And we don't care about doing it since there is no one to watch over us. So yeah.
Alright. Next, do you think it's common for students to be highly intelligent academically, perhaps acing complex subjects, but completely lack the emotional intelligence needed to treat others well online?
I think yeah. I think that is a very common thing. I don't know why, but yeah, I think it's very common to see that you can see this person is very good in academic subjects, but on the emotional side, on the social interaction side, he's not that good in the area. Why? I think it's because they put too much focus on studies and they don't focus much on the social aspect of their life.
When digital harassment spills over and affects mental health or even causes stress within their family household, how does the damage overall societal harmony and peace of the campus community?
That's a difficult question, Kuva. Well, I think I would say how does it damage is that when when the students' mental health is bad, then in their campus, maybe for group assignments, things like that, maybe they don't have the motivation to do it, so they won't do their part of the work, and it can affect the other people in their group also. So yeah.
Okay. As the generation that is currently learning to build a software and develop AI application, do you think tech developers have a moral responsibility to design anti-harassment that features directly into their code?
I think especially in these modern times when digital harassment is, you can see it's very common, right? I think yes, it's very important for all the developers to keep that in importance and to put it inside their code.
If the university implemented a secure, anonymous, complex app to report online harassment using visual evidence, would you and your peers actually use it? What specific features would need to earn your trust?
That's interesting. I've never heard something like that. I think if there is an app like that, maybe I would use it. Maybe I would use it if there is a harassment happening and I am involved in it. I would like to report it. As for what features it needs to have for me to trust that application, I think obviously it has to have very good security. Maybe it allows us to report anonymously, obviously.
If you witness a classmate being excluded or humiliated in a general study group, what is the most realistic way you will intervene or support them without making yourself a target?
I think for me, what I would do is that if there is a physical argument happening, maybe I would try to like calm both parties down and just tell them to maybe like change the topic and try to talk about something else instead of just arguing over
Alright.
that same thing.
Alright. Thank you, Zaid. Also, thank you, sir. Alright.